Alright, take a second and imagine this.
You close your eyes, you spread out the cards in front of the spectator. They select any card they like, look at it, remember it, and put it right back into the center of the deck. And by using pure magic, you're able to find the spectator selected card.
Okay, well, the pure magic's a lie, but it will seem like pure magic to the spectator. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. Today, I got a very simple trick for you that you can pick up like right now. So, let's do it. Okay, here we go for the first time. By the way, I got a new close-up pad. Hope you guys like it. I love it so much. But anyway, for this trick, we will need to remove the deck of playing cards from the tuck case and give it a quick little shuffle, just like this. And then we can give it a couple of cuts as well. It really doesn't matter. So at this point, I'm going to close my eyes and have a spectator go ahead and select out a card. Let's just say this card right here. Take a look and remember it, all right? Once you got that memorized, boom, I'll spread the cards back out. The spectator can take the card and place it anywhere they'd like into the center of the deck. And then they could even give the deck as many cuts as they want. You know, they can just go wild with these cuts. All right, once they're done with that, they let me, the performer, know. I open my eyes back up, and I'm going to try my best to locate the spectator's selected card. Okay, I think it would be fair. If I got at least two guesses. Okay, so I'm going to say this is my first guess right here. Not guess. First guess is this card. Second guess is going to be this card, all right? So, here we go. For the first time, are any of these two your selected cards? No. Okay, well, that sucks. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, check it out. One time right here, if I just push these cards right into the deck, you'll see one card comes out the other side. And that one card hopefully is your selected card. There it is, the Ace of Hearts. All right, everybody, so welcome to the tutorial. Hopefully you enjoy that performance. A little bit of background on this effect. It is known as a simple location, and I read it in the book, The Encyclopedia of Card Tricks, just came up with a small variation, and I wanted to share. So now that you know all that, let's go ahead and break it down. So I'm going to break this tutorial down into two parts. On the first part, I'm going to talk about just the technique method used to find the spectator's card, and the second part, I'll talk about more the performance aspect. So first things first, it does require a bit of a setup. So you can take any suit you'd like and just arrange the cards like this. I just chose hearts, arranged from ace to king, all right? Once you have all the your single suit arranged in order, break the deck approximately in half, take those 13 cards, put them right there, and now you're all set and ready to begin and do the effect. Let's say you start off this trick and have a spectator select a card. Now there are two possible outcomes. The spectator could either select a card that's not in your pile of 13, or they could select the card that is in your pile of 13. All right, let's just say they select the card not in the pile of 13. Let's say this one right here. It is the Ace of Clubs. Now, when the spectator is taking a look and remembering the card, as soon as it's done remembering, you bring the deck forward towards the spectator, spread two near the center, and just tell them to quickly insert the card back into the center of the deck, all right? And keep in mind, the center is where your selected suit is, the arrangement of the 13 cards. So when they put the card back in that location, close up, and when you come back to do the reveal, you'll obviously see that there's one card that does not belong within the hearts, and that's the spectator's selected card. Now, the second use case is if a card is selected from the pile of 13. And if this happens, this is actually pretty great. So they select a card from the center. It is the Two of Hearts, which was in your pile of 13. They can literally put it back anywhere they'd like. Doesn't have to be near the center. Anywhere they'd like, they can put it back. The only case which this wouldn't work is if they put it back in the exact same location they picked it out of. But the chances of that happening are like 1 in 2,500 or something. I don't know. You guys could do the math. But they put this card in anywhere they'd like. Let's just say right here. You close up. You go towards where your center cards are. You see one card is missing, and that missing card is the Two of Hearts. You immediately know the spectator selected card is the Two of Hearts. That simple. So that is the basic foundation of the trick. Now, the way I like to perform is I first take the deck of playing cards out of the tuck case. At this point, it's already been arranged. I like to give the deck a false overhand shuffle. If you can't do a false overhand shuffle, I'll put a tutorial on it. It's not the easiest thing to learn, but it's definitely worth it. You can give the deck a couple of false cuts like this. Whatever you want to do, just ensure your pile of 13 cards stays in the center. Once you've done your false shuffle, now the spectator is actually going to go ahead and select a card. In my performance, what I love to do is close my eyes and then have a spectator select. But now you might be wondering, what if they select from, you know, the non-13 cards? What if they select on 13 cards? How do you possibly know? So what I do is I just spread the top part of the deck and have them select from here. And it really, again, if you're not comfortable with it, don't close your eyes, especially if you don't have, you know, too much experience performing. And then the spectator just goes and, you know, does whatever they want. So I'd recommend starting off with your eyes open, and as you get more comfortable performing, then you can do it with your eyes closed. But we have a spectator select a card, and again, I already covered the technique. I'm not going to go too much into it, but there you go. 5 of clubs was selected. Again, now once this is done, I ask the spectator to memorize the card. As they're memorizing the card, I just ensure that I make it to the center, and I quickly ask the spectator to just put it back. And as I'm doing this, you kind of want to make it a little bit urgent, so they put it back as soon as possible, and you just push the center part towards them, so they are inserting it back where those hearts are, all right, or where your selected suit is. So they just tell them to quickly put it back. They quickly put it back. You can close up here now and ask them to give the deck as many cuts as they'd like. It really wouldn't matter. So they give the deck as many cuts as they'd like. Once they're done giving the deck a cut, you can also, again, do a completely false shuffle. You can give a few false cuts, do whatever you want, and then you go ahead, take a look. And now, again, what you're looking for is your 13 hearts. There you see your 13 hearts. There is a card that is not supposed to belong. So what I did in my performance here is I told the spectator, I want 2 tries to select your card, okay? And I picked the cards right next to, in front of and behind the 5 of clubs. So I go ahead, push that forward, go ahead, push that forward. And then I square everything up like so. Spread the cards out like this, and ask the spectator, point the deck towards them, ask them, are any of these 2 your cards? They say no. Okay, and then you say, okay, well, let me just think. And then while you're doing your thinking, you can close this up, and then you say, I'm going to use these 2 cards to find your selected card. They're going to help me out. So then you can come here. Make sure the deck is a little tightly gripped, not too tight, right? Just slight pressure on the deck. And now when you push forward here, you'll see the card will start to rise on the other side, all right? And I like to do this slowly just to build up a bit of tension, build a bit of suspense. There we go. Have the spectator take that out, and they see it's their selected card, the 5 of clubs. Their mind is melted. So this is how I would perform it, but I highly encourage you to come up with your own type of performance. Maybe you can use this as a template to kind of mold your own performance into the kind of magician that you really want to be. And now, as you know, we can't have Magic Monday without a quote of the week, so this one is by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." And that's it, guys. Before you leave, make sure to check out this video because I made it just for you. And if you've already seen it, then have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you really soon. Peace out.